know what you guys look like right now? You look like an American person going on a safari, and you look like his translator.
That's not bad.
This is a buddy film. If I've ever heard one.
Yeah.
I was gonna. Speaking of foreign movies,
Yeah.
Have you guys watched RRR yet?
No, but I've seen clips of it online.
Oh my god, it's the most mind-blowing, insane movie I've ever seen. It's a Bollywood movie.
You know, you got to cause problems to make sure that everything kind of runs smoothly. Welcome back to Paradise on Earth. I am still Joseph. Liam, you're looking a bit different today.
Yeah.
Liam is on vacation, so I got two of the dream people that I would want to have co-hosting this podcast with me. We have returning guest. You guys know him. You loved him so much that he was getting texts nonstop about his appearance on the podcast. It's Ayman Daher.
Thank you again for having me. I appreciate you guys.
Woo. And then if you watched our old show, the Joseph, you would recognize him as his one appearance on there. We did some other stuff together, right?
Yeah, I remember vividly the Mule and the Mule.
Yes. The two classic films.
Yes.
Guys, it's Papa Sean Segru.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you guys both for coming. Thank you for coming back. And I know you're a bit burnt, but it's
I was just telling Papa Sean about this outside because I was floating down the river and I only thought we were going to be there for like 2 hours. So I was like, I don't need to wear that suntan lotion. And then because I was just laid out in a raft like this with my beard like covering a portion of my chest, it's all burned completely except for like this spot right here. Just because the beard was just pushed down, covering all of it.
So you got a beard tan.
I got a beard tan, yeah.
Oh shit.
Not a farmer's tan, a beard tan.
Right.
I usually forget to turn my snapback hats around, and I end up with like a triangle on my forehead, like a fucking infinity stone. Like
yeah. Or it's like a reverse widow's peak.
Oh yeah, I know about the widow's peak.
It shows me where my hairline should be.
Right here. Thank you guys for coming. You guys, as the viewers know, I would hope, and as you guys may know, because you guys are sometimes viewers, occasional viewers.
Yeah. Yes, yeah.
I'm putting you guys on the spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I've watched all the episodes except mine.
Nice. Yeah. You don't need to relive that.
Yeah.
You know.
No.
Paradise on Earth. We're trying to make the world a better place, and we're trying to give some ideas to help better the world. And I thought, what a better thing to talk about with these guys than with dating apps, because you guys are both known for dating apps. You did a great bit on dating apps. That's why I thought of you.
Yeah. I hate dating apps so much. I just got back on them like 2 months ago, and still have. I think I've only matched with like 2 girls, and within the 2 girls that we matched, just within like 5 minutes of conversation, I was just like, God, what am I doing with my life? Where did I go wrong?
How far did the conversation get? Did you get Snap or?
No. I'm 37 years old. We don't do Snap.
You don't do Snap?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. That's the new way.
I just get straight to the point and send my social.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like I know what you're at. No, I a lot has changed since the last time I was single 6 months ago.
Yeah. It's a long time. You know.
But no,
it's like the life cycle of a worm.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I engage with dating apps like most of my exes intermittently. And I at this point I'm on them because I just want to create a reality show where people have to just live a week like their bio says. You like camping in the outdoors and living a simple life. Like, prove it.
You should talk to Liam about that then, because that's
well, that's what I'm saying though. It's like, all right. Oh, so you're wanderlust and want to travel? All right, let me see that budget work for you, baby girl.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I also realized I read some stat on this like years ago about how like Arabic guys and Indian guys don't do well on dating apps at all. Like, they're the least like matched with people. And I was like, okay, let me try to white up my look, get tattoos and shit like that, see if it'll help out. Still nothing, no.
Yeah, I was gonna say you might need a little bit more effort to make you.
Yeah, the more, just don't go out on the river anymore, and I won't look so olive, you know.
The more you look like a chef, the less Arabic you look.
That's a good point. True. The more you look like Action Bronson, you know, the more. Just gotta dye the beard and the hair orange.
I just gotta get a nice big head tattoo over here.
I feel like you could really pull off like an Arabic Kimbo Slice.
Like
except I can't fight.
The dreadlocks,
dude. But
and that dude was jacked, by the way. Like nobody realized how jacked that guy was.
He was a big motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like holler at Clay Hova. Like get in the gym. Like like I've seen him throw hands.
Yeah. Can't throw hands. I can't fight.
No.
Yeah, and then also like the other thing with dating apps now is like Bumble's the big one, and so is Hinge. I'm just learning how to use Hinge, but Bumble, the thing with it, the fault with it is the girl messages first, right? But if you go to like the other ones where it's like Tinder or and maybe too young for this one, OkCupid. Do you remember that at all?
Vaguely, I think I've seen commercials for it.
So with those ones, like the guy can message the girl first, and then with that you have to be witty, you have to be, engaging. Just in that first message, you can't just say, "Hey, how's it going?" You have to like be like grab their attention.
Or nobody expects dick.
Well, I mean, you don't just.
Can you send photos on Tinder?
I've never tried, to be honest. I'm assuming you probably could. But with like girls,
I'd have to send two.
A panoramic view. No, what I was saying is though, like girls though, like they don't have to be engaging or anything like that. They just got to be like, hey, and then you have to carry on the rest of the conversation.
Right.
So I think there needs to be a change in the social hierarchy where girls have to be witty and engaging if they're the ones who are going to be sending the first message.
There does need to. And I've been listening to a lot of Andrew Tate lately. You guys know who Andrew Tate?
Fuck that guy.
You know Andrew Tate?
Inform me.
He is like a kickboxer, I think. He's like a Romanian kickboxer. And he just talks mad shit like on TikTok and like on YouTube Shorts. And he's just like, if my girl does a OnlyFans, I get 100% of the profits because she's my property and I'm selling like my product. And I'm like, oh, he's starting to make some good points.
Oh, Jesus.
That guy's such. I saw, actually, it was funny. I was on Instagram today and I saw a clip of him. I think he was on a Tom Segura show and he was talking about how, like, if I meet a girl who's single and she's 33, then I know she's ran through so many dicks and I don't want anything to do with that. And I was like, bro, what the fuck kind of insecure dude are you? I look for that, to be honest with you.
For a single 33
I will tell you this,
run through dicks.
I will tell you this right now. Yeah. My biggest thing that I look for in a dating profile for a girl.
It's like the vintage market for you.
Yeah. I'm 37 for sure.
She's not a whore. She's just got patina.
She's got experience.
She's got some stories.
Look, Tom Brady's in year 27 of playing football right now. Nobody's giving him shit for anything.
That's a good point.
It's just
I wonder how many dicks he's run through.
Hey, real quick, guys. That last portion was brought to you by Bumble Live. Actually, guys, I'm sponsored by.
That's right. Bob Sean is sponsored by Bumble.
Yeah. So we
can't talk shit about it.
It's an interactive experience that you can find at the Old Shillelagh. You come down. You find the Bumble Live on my jumpsuit, and then boom, the game starts. Swipe left or swipe right there. Gotta tell you, it's probably going to be a match if you swipe right, and so then have something chambered. Swipe left, you'll have a chance to buy back a chance to reconnect. So Bumble Live, thank you.
What if they super like?
Oh, I haven't built the trapdoor in yet.
You haven't built the trapdoor yet. You should just have like a just like right here, like on your taint, just a super like, and then you just peel it up.
Yeah, they might grab the power cord to the butt plug and like that's a tug.
That'd be a bitch to deal with.
I gotta say, I gotta give Papa Sean so much credit in the world.
He deserves it.
Do not have the confidence to walk around a romper like that, and I appreciate you for it.
Did I say what you will? I bought this from Antiquitat, your vintage comedian outfitter. I've gotten so many comments on this that I'm starting to sell advertising space.
This dude is just a walking ad.
I want to charge back my boss for the square inches of prime real estate. I might add, right next to the hamburger meat.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like Old Shillelagh, like they really have the best spot on there, don't they?
They, that or where I got the no pegging. That's
a good one. We need to advertise that because I feel like not enough people know, like, not to peg you.
They'll find out.
They'll find out.
I'm getting better at setting boundaries.
Aw. Not on this podcast. We're making the world a better place on this podcast.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All
For sure.
right.
Yeah, no.
No borders, no boundaries. Is that right?
Ooh,
Jesus.
build that wall.
I'm also feeling a little self-conscious that as the whitest man in the room, like how much you just sweat and how cool and calm I am under this. Like
I can't help it right now.
Yeah, you with your safari hat.
this, like it looks like a Key and Peele skit right now, where like
It
you're
kinda
dramatically
does,
just like.
I feel like I'm being interrogated right now. That's how bad I'm sweating. I can't help it. Like I said, I'm dealing with a really bad sunburn. I thought like, oh, that's cool. I'm Arabic. I won't have to worry about it at all. And no, my chest is pink. It hurts.
I have been told that coitus with me is like being waterboarded because I sweat.
Yeah.
You know what you guys look like right now? You look like an American person like going on a safari, and you look like his translator.
That's not a bad idea.
This is a buddy film. If I've ever
watched
heard
that,
one.
yeah.
I was gonna say we look like a bowling league.
No, I can see that too.
like we're going bowling. He's just getting off work right now, and his
Yeah.
Or the three of us together, if we walked into a bar, we would be a joke that you were allowed to tell in 2019, but not allowed to tell in 2021.
Yeah. I think I know him.
Yeah.
No, the thing. Back to dating apps, though.
Yes.
The one thing I look for in them is when girls write in their bio they're bisexual. I'm just like,
that's a classic.
God bless your
I'm
soul.
just interested in how much they
Yeah.
pay for sex.
Yeah.
That is a classic one. You know, I feel like since I started college, maybe a good 80% of women I've met have been bisexual. Whether or not they've engaged in their bisexuality is one thing, but like they've all told me that they've been bisexual, and I've been like, wow, it's an interesting statistic, I guess, and I wonder what life choices led them to the realization.
I am just convinced that since I'm half deaf, all of the bisexual chicks I've been with have just told me in the bum ear, and I've missed out on a lot of living.
I think it's just like girls will be like they'll date a shitty dude, and they'll just be like, you know what, I'm done with men. Let's try women.
Let's get some pussy.
And then they realize that like, oh wait, women are just as bad too. We could be just as shitty as well. You know,
something I discovered is that the bisexual women are better at getting pussy than the straight men.
for sure.
I'm convinced that after exploring all of this polyamory and stuff, Ayman, you realize the fuckboys of our generation won, right?
Oh, 100%.
What are the fuckboys of your generation?
Well, it's just like, I can't tell you how many times a buddy of mine was like, so I met this girl, and we got a friends with Benny's situation, and like the rules are, dun, 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 right?
Yeah.
It blows up, right?
Yeah.
They are a dog, whatever.
Right.
But then, like, fast forward 15 years, right?
Yeah.
And then I hear, your generation female explain to me, and she's like, yeah. And is basically spitting back like a very similar version of the rhetoric that the fuckboys of my generation were unsuccessful with. So I feel like I'm just at least planting a flag here and now that when this thing blows up in 10 years and there's a lot of polyamory recovery TikTok.
Yeah.
I just want to be the one that said it first. Yeah. I'm not shaming. Trust me. It is a cake and eat it too scenario, but unsustainable.
Shames.
Unsustainable. If we're teaching life lessons, making the world a better place, you're hiding something. If you're trying to fuck more than one person.
That's a good point.
Speaking of fuckboys, I read something the other day about the best fuckboy move I've ever seen in my entire life. This guy, I think it was on Reddit. The guy posted about how like his old roommate would go to the ATM and then take the trash there. And then just try to find the ones that show the biggest bank balances in it. And then he would always just keep those receipts. And then when he'd go to a bar and he would meet a girl and then she'd ask him for his number, he wouldn't, instead of like pulling his cell phone out, he would just write it on the back of those ATM receipts.
That's
hand it to the girl.
Baller.
And he goes, and they all would call him because they would see the ATM receipt with like, oh, he's got 15 grand in his checking account right now or something like that. And he goes, and then at one point the guy gave the girl his number. She walked away and you could see her like look at the receipt, flip it over and see what was on the back, and then she just came back and was like, hey, do you want to come back to my place? And I was just like, God bless that man. That's a brilliant move.
That's not fuckboy. That's just smart.
Just a real quick, I need to translate for my my southern crowd.
Yes.
Right. That is what he's talking about. The fuckboy move is what we call an Atlanta sass salesman. There's once a month where their parents deposit their allowance and they get their bonus check. Right. So before they pay their bookie and their coke dealer, they do a balance check 15 times just to make sure they have enough paper to leave it.
Just in case
but
money
it's all gone.
Is Atlanta a big rich kids live there city?
It's
like your parents are rich, and then you get an apartment out there.
I think it's evolving. Like it is sort of turning.
It's a blooming. If you move to Atlanta, you're going to make money. So a lot of tech went there.
Right. All the movies are there.
Yeah, a lot of film.
Yeah.
But it got oversaturated, and it lends to learn from Detroit a little bit that if you're not making money, you're taking money, and right now they're full. So it's dangerous out there, guys. Be careful, my ATL fam.
Be careful. Man.
Traffic sucks out there too.
Yeah, Hail United.
Mm-hmm. Those are both true, and only go to the strip clubs that Rick Ross goes to. I think is he from Atlanta?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, we're gonna say Killer Mike is
Mike.
Killer Mike's the voice of Atlanta that is going to be able to speak between the lines to find that sanity. So that's I'll get off that but you got an extra 5 followers from that. So
I did, yeah. Thank you, Atlanta people, for
I know he's brown, but remember it's 2022. Okay.
You're translating the Arabic now.
Yeah.
It's I know that all my Arabic I learned before Instagram, so I know it's not woke. So you'll hear Habibi, and that's it from me.
No, you don't know the swear words.
Again, all before 2020 is what I learned, so I know that it's not woke.
That was the best part
So
too.
like Habib.
Dude, that's so okay. So do you know
And
what
we're
that means? Hold on.
Good job editing.
Did I tell you that story
Which story?
about Abid?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
And we're back.
Okay. So this is a real fucked up story. So Abid, when I was a kid. So it's bad. It's bad. But no, when I was a kid growing up, I always thought the term Abid meant black. So
And we're back.
So I had a friend of mine named Quessy, and I was talking to my dad at breakfast. I was like 10 years old, and it's like a Saturday morning, and he's like, "What are you doing today?" And I'm just eating cereal, and he's just like, "What are you doing today?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go help Quessy." And he goes, "Who's Quessy?" I was like, Quessy, my I thought it meant black. So I was like, my avid friend.
And we're back.
Yeah. And my dad gets up and raises his hand to hit me. He's like, "Don't ever fucking say that again." And I was like, "Say what?" He goes, that's terrible. Don't say that. I didn't know what it meant. And I asked him, I was like, "I thought it meant black." And he goes, "No. Abid means slave." And I was just like, "Oh shit, Arabs are racist as fuck."
Well, you know what? Then maybe I was misinformed because someone then made a further leap for me. So as I understood it, hey, we can stick around for a little bit and learn something. The world's a better place. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like my dad he was fuming. He was gonna put me through a wall.
Really?
Yeah, and I did not know what it meant. And when he told me, it's like, that's the Arabic word for slave. And I was just like, "Oh, okay, we're never fucking saying that again." Even as a 10-year-old, I was just like, "Yeah, that's no bueno. I'm not gonna do that one anymore."
For the first time in my life, finding out it meant slave makes me feel better.
Did you think it meant the N-word?
Yeah. the hardest of ours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think there is a translation of the N-word in other languages. No, let's not get on that topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just steer clear from that.
Just cut that part out.
No, it's all staying in.
But no, yeah.
It's like that. The microphone did not move on Papa
Look
Sean
at
when that topic came up. So not.
They're hearing what you're saying.
Oh yeah, dating apps, and even as
Right. That's
so only white chicks, huh?
I mean,
oh boy.
No,
And we're back.
No, the other thing too about dating apps is just guys, it's always stacked against us as well. To bring it back full circle on that too. Like guys, like if you look at it, like I think I was reading somebody again. I'm always on Reddit right now, and they were showing the stats like 73% of dating apps is dude, and 27% is like women, and then on top of that, it's like the women just as soon as they sign up and post a picture on there, even if they don't have a picture, they're just being bombarded with likes. Because there's always that funny video you see of the guy at the baseball game. He's just on the dating app on his phone, and he just like this the entire time.
Yeah.
He doesn't even look who it is, just going like that as fast as possible. And I think that's what women have to deal with when it comes to like the dating apps. Is they could pick and choose on who they want, and then guys have to like, you know, scrounge for like whatever's left at that point.
That's a good point.
I'll go ahead and tell you that when I have engaged in the dating apps, I get a like and I start like building a world around the profile that I see. So then immediately, like people just don't even remember. Like no one's as thoughtful as I am when you're writing out a bio. So like when I'm like asking questions, alluding to it, like the rom-com that I want to live in, like I'm like, you know, in You've Got Mail, they're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Like, what?
But that's just men in general too. That's men in general. I'll be at a bar and some girl will just start talking to me. I'm just imagining our life together. Just being like, oh my god, we're gonna have like. She's gonna move into my house. She's gonna help raise my dog. It's gonna be great.
I'm gonna convert her.
She's gonna break my heart. You know, one of these days.
I guess, like on the other side of it,
Yes.
looking back on your experience finding someone to you know end the quest of dating.
Yes.
What are your kind of notes to make the world a better place? Like, what are the things that you found important in the search that you were like, hey, that didn't matter quite as much?
You know, so I think my situation was a bit different than other people's because I just had to make some calls and I was
It was
just
an
like,
arranged
I was just
marriage.
like, get a bitch over here and I'll marry. No. She hates when I tell people that she's from Iraq because she, like, her family is, but she was born here. But I like to tell people she's from Iraq because it makes me seem a bit more, you know, authentic.
Oh, so she's ashamed of her heritage?
No, she's not ashamed of her heritage. She's ashamed of the fact that she has a slight accent and that she doesn't want people to think that she wasn't born here.
I have a very near and dear friend and his wife that refer to each other as my first husband and my first wife.
That's a good one, yeah.
You know, it's a nice power move. They also are not friends on Facebook.
Ooh. So they might be
Is it because they have one account?
They realized like after, you know how like you
listen to
hung
that
out with
Frank
someone
Ocean
long
song?
enough that you should know their name but you don't.
Yeah.
This is a green card marriage.
Oh no! These are the whitest people that you know. Even they live in Dearborn, oddly enough.
Yeah.
Fitzenmeyer, very
Yeah.
German. Yeah,
I was gonna say that sounds like a quintessential green card
bleep
marriage.
that out and make it much longer.
No, I was gonna say that sounds like a quintessential green card marriage.
No, they are unfortunately the most adorable. She has the Zoe Deschanel like adorable like nurse caretaker vibe, and he's like very loyal and family driven kind of. And it's like oh yeah.
You guys fucking suck.
Yeah, no.
You pieces
it's
of
like,
shit.
Oh, look at them all fucking happy.
happy.
It's so
Don't
easy for
disgust me.
them.
Fucking idiots. That's why I keep my relationship on the rocks every day. Because I'm just, you know, you got to cause problems to make sure that everything kind of runs smoothly.
Keep it mean in the
Exactly.
streets,
Exactly.
so it's clean in the sheets. You know?
Exactly. You know, and then also we're Arab, so like I'm allowed to be mean to her. That's like the best part.
It's a very good point. Like the fact, yeah.
I'm Chaldean.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
the fact that she has pockets.
Come on.
The fact she's not wearing a burqa.
She has never driven me anywhere because I don't want her to.
But just because women can't drive.
That's a good point. Yeah.
No, she's just not a very driven person.
Ooh, shots fired. But yeah, no, I did the whole dating app thing back in college. I think it's been since 2017 or 18 when I was on a dating app. I got 2 matches, and both of them it was just nothing relationships, and so they weren't even relationships. It was just like we met, and then I was like, okay, and then that was it.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of, like you were saying about you like sort of envision your life with them, and you do sort of go through that. And so I remember back when I wasn't at the dating apps, I would just if they had their Instagram in their bio, I would just skip the dating app, just go straight to Instagram and be like, hey, saw you on Tinder, and they would just be like, why did you think to message me? And
Because girls check their Instagram more than they check their Tinder. I feel like.
exactly.
Yeah.
I would just have so much anxiety that like I would run into this person one day, and then there'd be like a group of them on a pedal pub, and they'd be like, "That's him."
He messaged me on Instagram.
Like, oh, like,
I live for those moments, though, Papa Sean.
I can't do it.
you're the one that offered Nuru massage.
Yeah, I did.
Just trying to support local.
Right.
I mean, that's like I've been seeing like younger kids these days with these long distance relationships with people that they met online, or they're like what's his name?
Like Liam?
No, the Notre Dame linebacker.
Manti Te'o. Yeah.
That whole story. Do you remember that story?
I don't know.
Okay, so this was, I want to say, what, 7-8 years ago?
This would have been like 2014, 15, like maybe even, well, I mean, we might be dating ourselves here.
Yeah, real bad. So Manti Te'o.
See how old I am.
Manti Te'o was like a star running back. He was not running back, linebacker. He was a Heisman candidate. And this story came out about how his girlfriend died.
R.I.P.
She had leukemia, and then through interviews, and they were discussing it with him, and like through tidbits of people like talking to him, it turns out he never actually met her. He never met her in person. It's always just this girl that he met online, and they would just chat with each other, and then talk, and then like hang out, and then all of a sudden it comes out that he was catfished. It was just some random dude out of like Philadelphia, who was like corresponding with him online.
That was probably an Ohio State fan, those pieces of shit.
Probably makes sense, yeah. But yeah, and like it was this whole big news story, and I was just like, God damn, that must, like, first off, to be catfished is horrible. But then to be catfished on a national stage right before you are sitting at the fucking Heisman Award ceremony. He didn't win it. He didn't win the Heisman though, right?
He didn't, and also
that's pretty fucking baller of that dude.
The dead giveaway. I think she was, as I recall it, portrayed as a Hawaiian gal as well, and her name looked like this feller's cat just stepped on the keyboard.
Yeah. It was
didn't look real.
Yeah, like I know.
That's fucking hilarious. That dude probably got his ass kicked.
I mean, he was a beast. He was a great linebacker.
No, I'm saying the dude who made the fake account. He probably rolled up on the dude and just beat the living fuck out of him.
But it was when Ohio State and Notre Dame played in a national championship game, and it like was the story leading up to the national championship game, or like Alabama.
It may have been Alabama, Notre Dame,
or LSU, or something like that.
He got worked over, and they were just saying because he had so much national spotlight on him that he just completely didn't focus on practice, that he ended up losing. Like, it was like
he let Ohio kick his ass.
I think it was Alabama.
Now maybe I've been bartending too long, right? But I would like to romanticize this story and think that maybe there's a guy with a gambling problem that really loved his son, and this was just a long play to fix the national championship game. But, he just thought that Notre Dame was a shoo-in, and he stepped in with the long play catfish, blew it up before the game.
Yeah.
Threw all the action on the other side.
That's a conspiracy, though, we should really look into.
Or at least a screenplay we should get Ben Affleck.
I was just going to say, that would be the best gambling movie I've ever seen.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's better than, what's the one where they kidnap Marlon Wayans?
I got a script in my head that ties in the Russian Five that makes Vladimir Konstantinov and Dmitry Monotsikhanov sleeper agents. So
listen, someone send us money, we'll make that movie.
The mushrooms, they work.
They work.
So basically, what you found with your gal was. Tell her to go into her Instagram and have her come over from Iraq is the tie up there.
Oh no, we met through our cousins. She was born in Michigan. If I need to clear that up for anyone that she's not an immigrant.
I will say, after being on dating apps because they came out even thinking about it, even before there were apps, like dating websites is what I was on. Like OkCupid, Plenty of Fish, like those sites.
Match.com was the first one that made you feel,
Match.com.
That's right, keep going.
Yeah. Okay.
Match.com. Match.com would be like, oh, you got to pay for this because you're going to make sure you find love. And you're just like, ugh.
So I was in college. And I was in a fraternity when Match.com was the thing.
Yeah.
And so I was trying to find my buddy a match, and I was just asking him questions, and he was annoyed. But then I told him what I was doing, and then he started to like get that hope and started like leaning forward, and then
Poor
we like,
guy.
you know, we went through, and it was a long process. The Match.com.
They got like an algorithm, right?
Yeah, and like early days where they like had to like drill down from a couple different angles on a question.
Yeah.
So we finally got through it. It runs its whole, and it's like, just there's no one, but.
Sorry, guy.
Yeah, I've never seen someone just evaporate in front of me so quick.
Dude, poor guy.
This is why.
Happily married now, beautiful family, 2 kids. So you know, algorithms, you know, Skynet, maybe not.
I guess so. Yeah.
This is why, like I said, after all these years of being on them and everything, I wish my parents were cool with arranged marriages and would have got me set up like when I was younger. Just been like, all right, yeah, we're gonna get you set up here with some lady from the old country.
Not to beat a dead horse, but they wouldn't even be your references for your dog.
You mean not to beat
That's true.
not to beat a dead camel? Dude, you gotta get on like the Arab dating apps.
I can't do it, man.
Can't do it.
I'm the whitest Arabic guy ever, and then like all those girls are looking for a doctor
Yeah.
or a lawyer. That's why, like my little brother right now, he just graduated med school, and I'm just like, you're about to get so much nurse pussy. Good for you.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is that what are the? Is there a Chaldean dating app like Plenty of Kuba and the Hamel?
That's pretty good. No, we just have like parents meet, and then
Yeah.
they just kind of set it up. That's the dating app. It's called Parents Meet. Kelly and Parents Meet.
That's fair. So a bunch of older men walking around with their hands behind their back,
Yeah.
considering the pluses and minuses. Yeah, oh, that's fair.
It's funny, you don't hear those like the love stories of like how your parents meet anymore. Like my dad, his the way he met my mom was she was a patient at a hospital that he was the nurse working at, and he met her, and then he
Saved her life.
he took care of her, and then my aunt, her sister, knew him, and he like reached out to her and he's like, I would like to get to know your sister more. Is that okay? And things like that, and that's how they met. And now you don't hear that anymore. It's just, you know, made eye contact with the girl across the bar.
Was this in Lebanon?
This was in Lebanon, yes.
Okay.
I feel like there should be like Chicago Hope. Sundays at 12. How to save a life. Like, you know.
Do you know the theme song to Chicago Hope?
No, I'm just stoned. It seemed to make sense.
It couldn't be that different than what he just said.
But like that love story that like I heard the soundtrack come on, like, you know, like just she's in the hospital and like all of a sudden your dad's like, hello.
Or it'd be like one of those Turkish like dramas where like he like pulled open the curtain and it was her twin, and then it was.
Can I? Speaking of foreign movies,
Yeah.
Have you guys watched RRR yet?
No, but I've seen clips of it online.
Oh my god, it's the most mind-blowing, insane movie I've ever seen. It's a Bollywood movie. It's called RRR. At one point, the dude throws a tiger at somebody else. Like, and it's like the most action-packed movie ever. It's insane.
I'll add it to the queue.
Yeah,
You add it to the R.
Yeah. I've watched it twice in the last, and it's like a 3-hour-long movie. I watched it twice in the last like 3 weeks, just because like.
Damn, unemployment.
Yeah. just stoned on the couch, and just being like, you know what? Let's watch this again.
Let's be honest. There's only so much Mr. Lucky you can watch. You know.
Right.
I haven't watched that yet, but I heard good stuff about it.
Yeah. I'd like to think that Mr. Lucky is like the Dread Pirate Roberts of the porn industry. Like he just.
Oh, you're talking about porn.
Yeah.
There was an FX show I think called Mr. Lucky.
No, I went porn. I slipped it in. Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, no.
I didn't even know what that is. But no, there was an FX show called Mr. Lucky, I think.
Yeah.
Ayman doesn't watch porn.
Mr. Robot. Yeah.
It's haram.
Yeah.
It's haram. Oh, Mike's on that one.
But explain.
Haram means it's a sin. Are you Muslim?
No.
Okay.
Ayman, I've most of the stories I've heard you tell that get a laugh out of me are haram. So like, you know, now you're gonna throw it in my face.
No, I'm just saying.
I've been to your house. I didn't realize it's made out of glass.
You know, he never said he was halal.
Hello, Cool J.
Hello, Cool J. Is that what he said?
Yeah. Put a
the first like Muslim rapper.
Yeah. Oh, Sacha Baron Cohen, get on, bud. Yeah.
I miss the. Actually, he's still doing those shows, Sacha Baron Cohen.
What is America? Or
Yeah,
Who is America?
That show's fantastic.
Yeah.
My favorite was like the early Bruno when he's in Alabama, and he's like, it just like poor Shawn Williams is being interviewed, and he's like, tell me about your big thighs. And I'm like, oh my god, this is Tuscaloosa, man.
Just the confidence that guy has to fucking get out there and do the shit. Like the one he does where he plays the Mossad agent who's teaching like the people how to like.
Oh yeah. He's like teaching them like Krav Maga.
Yeah.
I had to like tell my parents 2-3 episodes in, like, that is the same guy in the.
Yeah.
And she's like, no. And then my mom pulls out her IMDb, her iPad crashes. Hour and a half later, she's like, oh, it is.
It is.
He was supposed to play Freddie Mercury.
He was.
Yeah.
But that was canceled because I guess like the remaining members of Queen, they didn't like how he wanted to tell the story, and so they told him like, we're not doing this.
I'm good. I'm glad with that. I like Rami Malek.
Yeah, I think he did a wonderful job.
Yeah.
I didn't see the movie because I don't support movies made by pedophiles.
Who made that movie?
Bryan Singer.
He's a pedophile? I thought he was just a pervert.
He might be. I mean, pedophile and pervert. Right?
I thought he was just a guy who just like.
Actually, that is no reason why I didn't see the movie. I just didn't care enough to see the movie.
Oh, it was a great movie.
Okay.
God bless him and his big fake teeth.
Sorry,
on that one.
middle-aged white guy again has to tune out when pedophiles are brought up. Thanks for the fucking asshole.
You gotta be careful what you say around here, Papa Sean. You're the one who will be canceled.
Thankfully, I since I sold my half of the camper van, I am now receiving Amber Alerts again. So I'm happy to be back on that side of society. Ooh. So yeah. Ooh.
I haven't gotten an Amber Alert in a while. I just realized that.
Not as many kidnappings.
Huh?
Yeah. or you're getting better at what you're doing, bud.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, look at you.
Just avoiding public spaces.
Why is there a big box freezer over there? Just kidding.
That?
No, I'm just making up. See, what I'm doing is playing with the fourth wall, where they don't know what is or is not behind the camera there.
That's a good point. We've never shown the cameras the back side of the studio.
It's great that Liam's not here. That he decided to hang his gimp suit like in the Iron Man case, the shadow box. It's nice.
He doesn't usually put it there. I mean, he usually like puts his detachable, like his penis. It's not a real penis. He like takes it off every day.
Oh yeah, no, like so he told me that he thought he was going to get robot legs first,
right?
But just the price barrier, and his crypto.
The penis was cheaper.
Yeah, exactly. It also acts as a cold wallet. The penis,
right.
So just a better place to store the Doge.
Right. It also acts as like a water cooler too. So sometimes if he's getting thirsty, you can just unscrew it.
This is how out of touch I am when you said it acts like a code wallet. I was like, what the fuck does that even mean?
Cold wallet. See, Ayman, there's a hot wallet, which is what you're gonna have in like your Cash App. Mm-hmm. So that is essentially attached to like an aggregate larger wallet, right? But like something can happen and you lose control of that because you are a part of a larger thing. A cold wallet is then when you remove it from that hot wallet, store it in a USB drive, something that is not on the internet, that then you are the only one that has a PIN access to and whatever, so you can remove that value from the blockchain, and that's why it's called a cold wallet, because it is much more of a pain in the ass to get to. It's kind of like the concept of liquidity.
So it's like this is all like crypto and NFT stuff.
Yeah.
Is that stuff still?
Dude, I work in finance and I just completely zoned out everything you said.
Yeah, no,
because it's not real.
It's the mushrooms. Yeah,
that shit
neither is our
economy. I love the fucking what's his name, Seth Green.
Yeah,
I bought that NFT.
Oh, dude, I heard about that.
And he was like, "Oh, I bought it, and what I'm going to do is actually create a show. And we're going to put it on Adult Swim, and the main character is going to be my NFT. Is it the Bored Ape, right?
Something like that.
Yeah. And somebody stole it, and now they can't do it because they don't have the rights to the ape anymore. And it's just like, what is going on here right now?
It is like everything is just confusing time. Chipotle, ladies and gentlemen, Chipotle.
They sponsor us.
This is so if you're having trouble with your gut health, right? and you just
if you're not having trouble with your gut health and you want trouble with your gut health,
no, basically
Chipotle's fine with it. It's Taco Bell that'll mess you up.
No. But Chipotle is the one food out there that is a 4 to 6 hour window, just enough time to forget that you had Chipotle. But also, if there's something wrong, you're gonna know because your experience is gonna be much different. But there's always something that says this is Chipotle.
you know what's fucked up? You guys want to hear a fucked up story?
Let's hear it.
I pulled up to this Chipotle and they have like a window, and so I was like, I'll go to the window and order my food. So I pull up to the window. I was like, yeah, I want to order some food. And she's like, the window is only for online orders. You have to order online, and then we give it to you. And I was like, I can't just order from here. She's like, no, you have to come inside to order. So I'm like, all right, whatever, fine.
Yeah,
I need the extra step. So I get out of my car, I come inside the Chipotle.
Yeah, you did.
And I get to the standing part, the part where you stand. And then I was like, could I get a chicken quesadilla? And she said, chicken quesadillas are only available online.
Jesus.
I was like, what the fuck? I was like, it's the easiest thing to make. It's easier than a burrito.
I would have lost my mind.
And I told her, you can't just make me a fucking thing I just said, a quesadilla, and I can't just pay for it. Like, I want to give you money. Like, just help me give you money.
Chipotle, figure it out, man. Like, Qdoba wouldn't do this.
It's not even just Chipotle right now. Like Starbucks. Outside my office, there was a Starbucks, and there would be days you'd go there to get a coffee, and they're like, we're only accepting online orders right now. I was like, I'm literally in the store. I have to order it off my phone, as opposed to just telling you what I want, so you can put it in the queue.
Jeff Bezos fucking ruined the world.
Yeah. Don't get me started on that piece of shit. I had a similar experience recently with fast food, where I went through McDonald's, and I was almost 100% positive it was an AI robot, like voice thing that was in the drive-thru.
Yeah, I've been on the phone with somebody and I've heard the voice and I'm like, whoa, I've heard that voice before. Like, yeah, it's a fake voice now.
Well, the guy, this is, and I'm pretty sure it was actually a real guy, because when I pulled up the window to pay, the guy sounded like it, right? But his thing was just he was so robotic, and like at one point I go, yeah, can I get the crispy chicken sandwich meal with a Diet Coke? And he's like, and he goes, what kind of apple pie would you like? Apple, raspberry, whatever. I was like, I don't want an apple pie. Like, what's going on? It was like an automatic upsell for me. I was just like, oh shit, this is like either this guy's the best salesman ever, or like.
Did you order an apple pie after that?
No. As a salesman, out of spite, if I get overly sold on something, I'm just like, no, we're not doing that at all.
I worked for a company that I realized a little too late, but thankfully the pandemic came around. That everything at every level was scripted in that company. Even the takeaways from the interview that made me feel like special and unique were just beats that were put into a bound notebook somewhere, and that stung. I think that's why there's a lot of blowback on the big companies, and you're probably seeing that at a McDonald's now where they train that way because they've got to squeeze as much as they can in this economy.
Fucked up.
Well, I ended up looking it up, and they actually were doing like an AI drive-through thing where they would have the people like it was all programmed to like voice order, and they would respond to it. And you remember when Google did their AI thing not too long ago?
The Google Glass?
Not the Google Glass. The AI thing where it was like
Hello
a robot. Yeah, not Hello Google. It was like a robot. This is what the AI could do now, and they had it go and order a reservation. And the freakiest part about it was it would just go, you had a reservation at the restaurant, and they were doing an actual phone call for it. And he's like, we have a 5 o'clock, and 6 o'clock, and 7 o'clock available. Which one would you like? And the AI would just be like, I think I'll take the 7 o'clock. And just to make it sound more human, it had the whole let me think about that for a second. And I was like, this is Skynet's coming.
I'm connecting dots of he mentioned that he's sick of dating apps, and he's also really down the rabbit hole of AI. What are you doing on the internet, bud?
Dude, the internet's a tragic place. It's
I did threaten my brother when I was taking a coding course that if he fucked with me, I'd figure out a way to download his consciousness into a retirement home dildo.
That'd be a good kind of revenge. I wonder if it's multi-purpose, if everyone's using it, or if it's just one lady who's just.
I mean, that's why retirement homes have some of the highest STD rates.
Dude.
Everybody's using it.
They stay fucking.
Good on them.
Yeah.
Good on them.
All the R&B that we fuck to came from their music, so like it makes sense.
Is that what your banging music is, R&B?
Well, I mean, it gives me the rhythm, which
Little Boiz
seems
II Men.
yeah. Oh, of course.
You still listen to R. Kelly?
I mean, like,
You don't have to admit.
I don't. I haven't gone through all of my playlists. I just am conflicted when I finish. As soon as Ignition comes on.
That's a good point.
Ignition is the
Finish
most...
playing the playlist. You fucks.
Ignition is the most conflicting song ever because it's such a catchy tune, but then you're listening to it, you're just like, I should really not be listening to this because this guy fucking really fucked up. You know? But it's so catchy.
It's confusing. It's like I'm more confused than probably R. Kelly was that sponsor a Chilean minor event. You know, he's like, how are they 45?
I usually, whenever the R. Kelly songs come on, I use them as like a pee break.
That's fair.
Yeah.
To be young again, to actually have to schedule pee breaks.
Well, no, I'm just thinking, like if he's
you
going to
have a
do it, I'm
choice
going to do
at
it
my
too.
age. Oh, you stay hydrated, your generation.
Exactly. Us and our fucking, what do they call it? The big ones?
The Nalgene.
No, the big bottles that they carry.
The Hydro Flask?
The Hydro Flask, yeah.
I got one in my car right now.
Look
I
at
just
you.
got one. I'm trying to stay hydrated because I texted my sister yesterday. I got real bad sunburn and it's terrible. And she's like, "Yeah, drink a lot of water." I was like, "Well, I haven't done that in a day, so let me do that now."
Am I allowed to call them camelbacks anymore?
What is that?
Are you allowed to call us
they're called,
camelbacks?
No, they're called camelbacks, right?
The camelbacks are the ones you put in the backpack, and they have the straw. They're like for hiking and active people.
I thought you were trying to call us camelbacks.
No, y'all are camel fronts too. that one hurt. I'm sorry.
I want to put Papa Sean in a 5-minute timeout real quick.
Yeah. Listen, he's the only white man here, so we have the power.
Yeah. How's it feel to be the minority for once in your life?
No. Listen. We took the L. So like I am quite comfortable with knowing that nobody cares. So that's just it. Like I don't have a voice anymore. So I'm just here to merely document when the powers that be shook their fist at me. Again, I never figured my privilege out, so like I realize why so many people are disappointed in me because I could just ask for a loan at points in time and I didn't.
You had the potential, Papa Sean.
So now I just want to point out, like, hey, it's pretty easy to do that shit, but like, it still ain't right. I'll be out there in them streets.
I'm so disappointed in you. You had it so easy to travel, and you decided to just jump in a van and drive across country. When you could have just crossed actual borders without any problems at all.
You son of a bitch.
I was in high school.
You couldn't even keep the van.
I was in high school in the Towersville. You know what that meant? It meant I was always invited to Windsor because all my Caldos needed me to cross the fucking border. After it's like,
I will.
What were they smuggling?
Me and a good time.
Okay.
I will say the tower's falling. Terrible tragedy. But it did help me get laid later on in life because that's when the angst against Arabic men were coming out and all the Fox News dads and everybody was just really annoyed by mad at Arabs and everything that we did, and the girls get back the white girls get back at their dads would just be like,
look at that.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, how in that experience when you know that that's your purpose, what is going through your head? Is it still even or are you just like,
thank you for showing me your boobs?
Dude, you got that white guilt pussy.
Oh, it's fantastic.
I've never had it.
Yeah.
No, yeah. It's all shame. From me.
It's all shame.
It's I mean, look, at the end of the day too,
it's all that Irish shit.
Back to dating apps. I keep saying at the end of the day, I need to stop saying that one. But back to dating apps, even just in general, at this point in my life, I know I'm not the most attractive man around.
Right.
Any girl that just is willing to be like, hey, you know what? I'll show you my boobs. I'm like, oh, thank you so much.
Thank you. Send her a gift basket.
Yeah. Just like not to, at the end of the day, not to make this about Ayman, but as your buddy. And to kind of trumpet one of your initiatives,
right.
I can tell you that probably the days that you are the most attractive and you feel the most attractive are the days when you feel good with the clothes that you have on. You got lined up with the beard, and you're in that glow up king, and like, dude, I'm telling you, when you walk into a room, when you walk into Trixie's, and like you are feeling yourself, the Ayman that I see on stage, like the old Shillelagh show. You look fucking good.
Yeah.
And you strut.
Dude, when you get the lineup, you're in fucking grizzly mode, bro.
You smelled like what I imagined Bernie Mac smelled like, right? And you crushed.
I caught a reflection of my beard this morning, and I was trying to like comb it down and like brush it down and everything, and I was like, I gotta get lined up. I gotta get it done. That's my you know, like girls go to the spas and like get the massage, go to a sauna, go do whatever. That's my self-care.
If I ask you if you've been writing, and then I see you at a mic and the beard a little scraggly, I know that you don't have a whole lot of confidence in what you're about to put on stage. But like, I come up and you're nice and clean, them sideburns, and like, you know, I can see that line. Yeah. I know that you have a 5 to 7 that you wanna unfurl and measure on stage. So you know,
what was funny is the last time I got lined up, it was before I came.
We're trying to change the world here, Joseph.
I'm trying to make it a better place.
Hashtag blow up king.
Thank you. It was before I did the last pod here. It was the last time I got a haircut. I got my beard shaved, like trimmed down, my head shaved. Everything was lined up. The guy put fucking dye in my beard to make it like pop, and I was like, I felt so good. I looked so good. I took a picture of it, and I don't know how to smile in pictures. Like when I'm like taking a selfie, I can't do two things at once. So I'm focusing on the picture, and I'm taking it, and I totally forget to smile. And I was just like, well, fuck it. This looks good. It's got the beard lined up and everything like that. So I posted on Instagram. That night, I get a text message from my dad, and he goes, "Hi, Baba, how are you?" I was like, "I'm good. How are you?" He goes, "Are you sure you're good?" I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "I saw your picture. You're not smiling. Are you sad, Baba?" I was like, "Oh, my dad is a suicide watch. That's amazing."
He's a caring dad.
I for never having met your dad though, like I really love the way that you talk about him and portray him. Yeah, that's cool.
Dad's a gangster.
Yeah. And
dude, you look like a fucking Lebanese hitman.
Yeah, but you hear this and then you remember, like, oh yeah, Molotov cocktails, everyone.
Look at that.
So, yeah.
That's another bit about my dad and how he used to like make Molotov cocktails when he was a kid.
You should put in your Tinder bio, like, hey, I didn't do 9/11. I feel like that I deserve at least a hand job.
Old enough, but didn't do it.
Yeah.
Old enough to party, but not enough to.
I feel like, you know, you're like, hey, like, what like equates to not being a terrorist? Like, I think a hand job is like a good sort of like a.
Thank you for not being a mass murderer. Let me jerk you off.
Yeah.
So
we're
like,
setting the bar that low right now.
So how many hand jobs would Ayman have to give out to prove that he's not a terrorist?
Oh, he's giving them out?
I thought that you were trying to like soften. Oh
no, I'm saying Ayman tells ladies, "Hey, I'm not a terrorist, and for that, for my good behavior, I think I deserve a hand job."
Okay. I thought we were like sponsored by Johnson & Johnson hand lotion, ladies and gentlemen. No, but yeah, no, I think it's fair, ladies. If you see Ayman out and you say what up though, because he's feeling himself, give him a little OTP HJ.
No. Don't do that. You gotta earn it.
You gotta earn it.
Yeah.
Yes, he thinks he's better than you, so don't.
I don't think I'm better than you, but I'm not that easy.
He's a homeowner. He's better than
yes.
God. Like they respect us enough to watch, anyways. Yeah. Fuck off.
I just sent a full text in the amount of time of that silence, and I was hoping one of you guys would fill that silence.
Oh, we're giggling because
okay.
Yeah, no, just like this podcast, it's insight.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
you know, I just ate my fucking Chipotle on the podcast, so we're definitely not about professionalism.
Hey, no, but here's the thing: if we're about the glow up, everyone watching, give Joseph and Liam a round of applause because in the year that I've known you guys, you've definitely developed a style that you can watch as you go back in their YouTube. You can watch scale progress, and it's unique, and I like it.
Great content out there that we've put out into the world. I mean, you know, it's nice of you to bring up Liam, but it's kind of me. So
listen, Liam's got a good look to him sometimes, but like when he fucking puts that hairline, that you know, he's got to remind me, like when he shaves his head, that he's choosing to look like me.
He shaves his head and he's not bald.
He's not bald. No.
I know.
Oh my god.
That's why I'm not bald.
That's blasphemy, dude.
Yeah, he likes the look.
That's so heartbreaking.
Yeah, Liam, why don't you start going fucking bald, dude? What the fuck is wrong with you,
Seriously.
Liam? You son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's cool, man. You deserve it. I feel like I'd be too charismatic and powerful with the top knot.
You still got some.
Yeah, but it's like enough that no one's really gonna take me seriously to do real harm.
That's the other thing too is like as a guy who's balding, when you leave it where it's like this, where it's still not, you could like let your hair grow out and it's not there, but it's like you could still see like some of the hair. It's not a good look, but as soon as you shave your head, I had a friend of mine. She is a lesbian, and one time I shaved my head, got it all completely bicked down, beard lined up and everything. And she goes to me, she's like, Jesus Christ, your dick looks 3 inches bigger just right now. Just staring at you. I was like,
you turned her.
That's the best compliment I've ever heard. Yeah.
It's a combination of the haircut, and he was only giving her the little 8-ounce coronitas. Everything looked bigger.
Did you shove your head in her pussy?
No. She's one of my best friends. Terrible.
I'm sorry, Ayman's friend.
Yeah.
She'll be watching this.
Will she? She's going to turn it off right now.
No.
No, we love you, Ayman's friend.
Yeah,
Please come on the podcast.
We stand to learn a lot.
We do. Yeah. We're coming up on the hour. Do you guys have any final verdicts on whatever we were talking about? Dating apps? No.
For men, go for quantity.
Quantity over quality. That's
not even quantity over quality. Just go swipe right on every person you get the opportunity to do so, and then pick and choose for what is left over at that point.
Right.
Just that way, you get to at least get your foot in the door somewhere.
Right. Maybe she has a friend.
For me and my approach, because I'm fresh off of just a kick in the gut. I think I just need to understand what will make me happy, and I've conditioned just about as much of the toxicity as I can stand out at this point, that someone's either going to have to accept me and love me for who I am and I them, or I'm just going to have to love myself. So there you go.
Look at that.
Actually, I have a second point to make as well. Be toxic.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Learn the zodiac signs and what they mean. Learn when Mercury's in retrograde and what that means. That way you know how to talk to these girls at bars, and you'll be able to at least get laid pretending like you know what's going on there.
So would you guys recommend using dating apps or just meet bitches out in the wild?
I mean, I'm too old for it now, so the dating apps kind of don't work for me as well. But in the wild,
find a nice mom.
Yeah,
I think in the grand scheme of things, you had probably the two worst examples of human beings to do this, because I work behind a bar and just don't have time to really engage. But I would say for most, use them as an opportunity to get some reps, right? But don't go halfsies on anything until you make sure that they can check those boxes.
Right.
Yeah.
So. Do you have any examples of what you guys should? I'm just kidding. You don't have to get into it.
No, it's but in all honesty, you know, at the end of the day, we all have to look after ourselves, and It's for the best, and I'm going to be a better person, and I hope she is too. We got some work to do, but I want her to eat, just not at my emotional table.
You were so wise, Papa Sean. You're like a Sherlock.
I
learned a lot from your safari.
The walls are thin in my apartment complex, and I think one of my neighbors heard when the times were good, and then has also heard me crying in the shower, because I've had a lot of kind eyes in the stairwell that I don't deserve. So tough to reconcile. So
that's why you got to buy a house. You can just cry in your bathroom alone without nobody else hearing you. Yeah, we good.
Unit 301.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right, guys, stop by. Give him a quickie, and then you'll be on your way. He'll supply you some weed or whatever.
I make eye contact during hand jobs.
That's the best way to do it.
Connected
in two ways.
With my dog. I should have finished that. It gets weird.
Yeah. All right, my final verdict on dating apps is do it if you feel like it's like a fun game, you know.
Yeah.
It's fun to just look at chicks in here. Maybe you know someone, and you're like, yeah, what the fuck is she doing on here?
Yeah, because otherwise you're gambling while you're pooping.
Exactly. What else are you going to be doing when you're sitting on the toilet for 20 minutes, avoiding responsibilities? Just check out who's single in your area, and then DM them on Instagram.
I have lost money fucking playing roulette on DraftKings while sitting on the toilet.
Don't do that.
Yeah. So that happens quite often.
What a terrible shit.
What a terrible ending to the podcast. The camera just died, so I'm going to look straight into this one. We will see you next time. Big peace. Oh, wait, you guys didn't shout out your things. Do you guys want to shout out your things?
Oh, yeah. Do you got things to shout out?
Just follow my Instagram, Daher85. Thank you so much.
Follow Papa Sean, WUD, and as well as Old Shill on the IG. Come down and see me Thursdays for lunch. I'm doing very small inspirational workshops with whoever will fucking listen to me because no one's there.
It's great to listen to.
And on Fridays, I'm usually doing the Dougie and finger gunning. And if you're in the comedian community, fucking point at me. I'll get you in without paying a cover, and we'll have a good time. And you can watch me do my crowd work.
Big peace.